Yo, what's going on everyone? We're back with some more Hustlecat. And the last one, we found Graves' diary and then, learned that, we can do more to witchcraft. That's pretty cool. And then, we also, what did we do? We met Mason at the store. And, we're just hanging out here on our day off because, why wouldn't you want to go to work on your day off? Anyways, let's get back into it. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big ol' sip from my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Oh, Avery, you're here early. Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everybody's doing. I've been cooped up in my house for too long. It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough. There's the door again.
Hello. So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet?
Excuse me?
Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject?
No. Nothing's happened to me since the day I grew that whisker. I figured it'd take more time. That's strange. I tuned in about a week.
Yeah, me too.
Hayes nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake. Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that? Of course not. He totally was. They're right though. Playing with the book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then?
Well, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby, or something pretty like that.
I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on the long row of seats on the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles towards the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there?
Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free.
Wait, Graves lives here?
Yeah, duh. The 3rd floor is his apartment.
Shouldn't we see him, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin. I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe after all. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't gonna build itself after all. Landry gives me a little wave, then disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement. Sorry, it might get a bit noisy in here. That's no problem with me. I suppose, if you must. Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them out. But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so let's see what we should do. Well, why don't we see what the Brad is up to? They always have the interesting stories, right? It's got a lot to say. That looks like a sketchbook. I've never seen Reese draw before. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him do anything for entertainment before. I wonder if he's good. Only one way to find out. What you got there? Yo, don't startle me like that. Sorry, but what are you working on? Well, since you asked nicely, I suppose I can show you. Prepare yourself for greatness. He holds up the sketchbook as if he's presenting the new king. Cool book. Look at the sketches, idiot. Whoa, are these fashion sketches? Are you a designer? Not yet, but someday I'll have a label bigger than my dad's. If you play your cards right, I might give you early access to my first collection. So you want to follow in Dad's footsteps, huh? If you want to be so simple about it, sure. Before all that, I'd like to design a new uniform for this cafe before Graves gets in his head to try again. So that's what you meant by early access to your first collection, huh? You'll thank me for it once they're done. So, do you have any sketches of what you had in mind? Actually, I do. Here. These are really cool. I had no idea. There's a lot you don't know about me. Oh yeah, we see. Ooh, you're so full of mysteries. Mysterious. Will you share your dark and tortured past with me someday too? Oh, quit it. Seriously, I wouldn't mind wearing this at all. Hey, can you design something for me? What? Right now? Yeah, I want to see the artist in action. It's not that quick of a process. How about you draw something for me instead? Show me what you've got. Show me what you've got. Ha! You better gird your loins then, cause this is gonna be something else. Consider them girded. He hands me the sketchbook, flipped to a fresh, clean page that has no idea what I'm about to do to it. Huh, it's awkward. Alright, let's show this bratty kid what's up. Alright. There. I hand the sketchbook back to him, drawing face down. You may uncover my masterpiece whenever you're ready. He flips the sketchbook over. I can tell he's impressed by how speechless he is. Somehow, I actually expected you to draw a fashion sketch. Silly me. What? It's a cat. I'm really good at drawing cats. I thought it was a pig. Rude. Well, I'm sorry you weren't sophisticated enough to get it. There's nothing to get about a cat drawing. If you like, I can give you some lessons. Nope. I don't want you touching my sketchbook ever again. You're lost, nerd. What? I'm not a nerd. Wow, he really is pretty easy to mess with, isn't he? I guess this is why Finley does it all the time. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the boss himself? My wonderful cat herders, I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone. He looks over at us, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. Ew. I'm on to you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. It can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it's something fishy. Landry, excellent work on the cat's equipment as always. Ah, but I'm not done yet. Have you ever given me a reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about future designs soon. Sure thing, boss. Reese, I say you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work. Of course. Nothing gets past me. The eyes and talon of an eagle. Protege? Are they talking about me? Yes. Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Can I trouble you from some of your exquisite coffee? I'd be happy to. You are a treasure, as always. I hope you've been keeping well. Well? Finley. Finley peeks her head over the upstairs balcony to shout down. Come on, just come downstairs.
Present!
Your videos are keeping me busy. We hit a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end.
I'm sorry you have such a precious, adorable girl here making your business work.
You are my internet lifeline. I have no head for such things. I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style. And Avery. He's real close now. I don't like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. That blue eye is so chilling. It really is a telltale heart situation. I'm on to you, Avery. What? You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new. I feel like he's not just talking about the cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying. So you have. So you have. He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but maybe it's not a good idea in front of everybody else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information. Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today too.
She hasn't been showing up as much in her days off lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig at an old cat lady's or something.
Haven't been to your place in ages, though.
Ah! When did you get here? You startled me.
Ah, Mason, I'm so glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite. Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Huh. Of course not. That is why I will take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement. He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag. No. You haven't even let me make the announcement. I know what this is. Absolutely not. For my more cooperative employees, then. With a surly, practical flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no. No. Is that somehow both plaid and checkered flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. Reese personally looks offended. Mason straight up leaves. No appreciation for your new uniforms? And to think I had it made in your size, Avery.
Try it on, Avery.
She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack. And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. 'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. See? You knew we wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell. With that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm going to follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. I'm sure I'm going to see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change. Not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. I guess the others already assumed he wasn't affected by the curse. But why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got everyone else? Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. This seems like a good time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. I peek back into the main cafe. Looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and seems to already be dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment after all. I could go look and see what he's got going up on there. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. But then again, if he was hiding something there, wouldn't somebody have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. Let's check out the basement, since that's where we found the book. Let's see what's going on. It worked the first time, right? I bet that's where all the nefarious stuff is kept anyway. Maybe Graves is a hapless idiot caught up in someone else's plan. Maybe I'm supposed to think he's a witch, but it's actually someone else using him as a cover. Wouldn't that be messed up if it's one of the other workers at the cafe? I can't see any of them as the mastermind type, but what do I do? Oh no, not Danganronpa following me. Well, I suppose I should prepare myself for some snooping. God, I can never hear the word mastermind ever again. Boy, this place gives me the chills. I mean it. It's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is upstairs. Now, if I were a witch, where would I hide my witchery and witching accessories? I take a brief walk to the immediate left of the stairs, but there's nothing here but cafe and cat supplies. Maybe the bulk coffee is also ground up and used to make arcane sickles. Or maybe I'm reaching. The right of the stairs has more interesting stuff anyway. I kneel down to get a closer look at the curio filled with crystals when I hear something creaking above me. Crap. Is Graves gonna catch me? Nah, he left. I'm hearing things. I resume my hunt. Maybe these are magic crystals after all. Creak. Creak. Avery, what are you doing? Oh, Reese. Looking around. Why? You shouldn't be snooping. There is sensitive material down here. What? Like those Halloween decorations? Are all those witch decals supposed to be a secret? Like it's a secret that Graves loves Halloween. That's not what I mean. I'm not looking for, like, the accounting books or something if that's what you're thinking. Those aren't down here. Does Reese know something about this whole magic business? He sure is acting suspicious. Sus. You're acting like you know something about this place. Of course I do. I'm the assistant manager. That's not what I mean and you know it. Are you going to try and make me spill my secrets? I'll never tell. You're just messing with me. There's nothing down here, is there? There may be. There may not. What was I thinking? He doesn't know anything. He's just being a brat like usual. Then you don't mind if I keep looking around? I certainly do mind. I'm watching you. You can watch me look through this pile of dusty old books then. I'd rather you didn't. He seems a bit nervous. Maybe he does know something about magic after all. Maybe I'm onto something witchy. Well, now I definitely have to look. It sounds like this trail's getting hot. No, there's nothing in there. Cat book, cat book, cat book. What's this one? There's a book in here that's covered with brown paper. Very suspicious. Nothing, it's nothing. Very sus. Of course I'm gonna take a look. The witching hour? Give me that. He makes a dive for the book, but I dodge just in time. Aha! I knew it! He does know something about this magic stuff. Nope, this is mine now. I'm gonna blow this place secrets wide open. Give me that book! Reese lunges again, but I'm too fast for him. I crack the book open and start to skim the best I can while holding it out of his reach. Something about cauldrons, potions. I knew it! Quit it! I flip the page as best I can while holding it back with the other hand. More stuff about potions. Love potions? Something about a heaving bosom? What? Is this like... Reese tackles me with the speed of an embarrassed cheetah and knocks us both over with a force I wouldn't imagine he was capable if it didn't just happen to me. Oh God, this sentence. I said give me that! Oh my God, he's bright red. I didn't take you as the romance novel type. It's not mine. It was here already. But you read it. No, I didn't. Why are you so embarrassed then? Because shut up. He snaps the book from my hand and sits up. I'm still flat on my butt on the ground, both literally and figuratively. Who would have thought he was the sappy type? I'm not gonna tell anybody you like Boris Ripper's dude. Don't worry about it. He doesn't respond. His shoulders are all bunched up and he won't face me. I think he's gonna tear that book in half if I don't say something. You ever read The Dragon Pirate? It's about a pirate who's secretly a dragon and also a princess. She's in like 3 different love triangles. It's real steamy. Don't make fun of me. I'm not. It was my favorite book in high school. You should read it. I brought my copy with me when I moved here. I'll lend it to you. If you do, I'll be merciful and forget this transgression. I beg your mercy, you great strapping warlock. Shut it! He storms up the stairs but stops halfway. Bring that book tomorrow. What a nerd. Well, that was a bust, mostly. It was kinda nice to talk to Reese, I guess. It feels good to be getting closer to everybody else here. It's sorta like I finally have a social life. Well, sort of. I guess I'm still hanging out with a bunch of cats on my way to another. Back to the drawing table and this curse business, huh? I I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with the cats. Shunsuke gets all excited when I bust out the bell toy. Guess he'd be excited too. Hal gets messed up on the catnip toy. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. Seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases the feather on a string all the way up the platform. Wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps, and that seems... Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner? I jump up with a start. When did I fall asleep?
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Why is there a garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck?
Well, we tried to wake you up.
With catnip? What is all this? Finley.
What? I just put the mouse there to see if you'd wake up. And then you didn't, so I put another. And another. And another. Ooh, I got some really cute pictures out of it.
Oh my god. Don't put those on the blog.
Why would I ever do that?
I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head.
Ow! Hey! Okay. They won't go on the blog.
Good.
Today?
No! Finley, be nice. All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived. I thought you said you were actually gonna make dinner, not just order takeout. We usually order takeout on off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try something other than restaurants around here. And there are fewer dishes to wash. The cuisine du jour is brought to us by a Thai restaurant downtown you also enjoy. Avery, I believe you will be experiencing their splendor for the first tonight. What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu.
I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on the top of a bunch of cat toys.
Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... I look over to the tables and it looks like they've pulled them all together into one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up in the corner center table, and all the places have already been set. Bon appetit, my dear employees. And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we're all settled with our respective food and we sit down for dinner. Graves takes the seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not flitting between us and offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling a story as in a Graves gesture as you'd imagine. When I was in college, none of you would even have recognized me.
What? Did you take a break from your goth face?
You go grunge for a while? I would never break my style. No, in fact. If anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair and I wore such elaborate makeup. If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop? You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now after all. Dad showed me a photo once. The one of you with bandmates. Oh? The guy with the mohawk. I don't know how he got such a huge hawk. Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair. He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes. Wait. You were in a band?
Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on. Everybody was in a band in the Goes.
Sorry, did I say Goes? I meant 90s. I don't recall that stereotype, but yes, I was, in fact, in a band. I bet it was called, like, Masters of the Night or something like that. No, Avery, it was not. I thank you to give me more credit than that.
Yeah, more like Nighty Nightshade.
Or Dark Carousel. No. or Sorrows of Blood. It too, Hayes? You are all so cruel. You have to tell us the real name, or they'll keep going. I refuse to further enable this slander. It was Cedar Coven with an X. Race.
What? How'd you spell spider with an X?
Goth Willpower. Ugh, you're kidding me. They had a strong song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but... No. Ahem. It went something like, No, this is traitorous. My own pupil betrays me. Ahem. Trapped within my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves to blood, the soul's red rain. Life is but a march toward death. Right, Graves? Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese? Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows. He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have to thank me for your very existence, my boy. Ugh, don't put it like that. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd, at least. I'm starting to get it. I guess this is why nobody's at all mad at Graves, even though they're going through this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everybody's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun is totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better get home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late. It is quite late. I'll take care of all the dishes and sundry, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we all better get going, huh?
Later. Mason's already headed out the back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. Alright, everybody, see you tomorrow. Boy, it got late. Street lights are on, but I sort of hate walking back roads at night because they're kind of sparsely lit. I don't know why, but I kind of feel a little like that's a bad idea tonight. I decide to take the other way home. It's a bit longer, but the store lights are brighter once I get through the alley. Besides, it's pretty nice out. There's a lot of rusty junk on the street. Did someone just dump their crappy old bike here? Rude! How long has that been there? It looks like it's been around for years, but I don't remember seeing it messed up like that yesterday. I should be more observant. Graves should complain about it to someone. Doesn't make the walk to the cafe look that good to customers. I can't shake this creeping feeling clawing up my spine. This is a quiet neighborhood. I've never felt this. Something feels different. Off. Eerie. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. I could be imagining it. I don't know. All I know is I want to go home. There's one other person on this street. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. What is he doing? This is a weird place to loiter. Is he lost? I should offer him directions. As I get closer, he whips his head up and stares me down with an intense gravity, threatening to root me in place and allow the chill in my spine to sink in its claws. I sever eye contact and hurry on my way. Never mind, I shouldn't talk to him after all. Maybe I should have crossed the street to avoid this because I seem to have his attention now. Out of the corner of my eye when I pass, I see his head move to follow me. I walk faster. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, making things up, but I'm not about to stay and find out what his deal is. Yikes. I feel like he's still watching me, but I'm not going to look back to find out. I walk even faster. Yikes. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, but that was creepy. I'm gonna stick to the back streets after all. I better take care of Mochi before he jumps through the window and attacks me for food. I head upstairs and the rest of the night is pretty quiet. No more weirdos on the street, just the four-legged weirdo that lives in my apartment. But it turns out, If I'd stuck around, I would have seen the man coming his way. I would have seen him take the back alley all the way to the cafe. I would have seen him stare in the window of the cafe for a long time, then up to the 3rd floor. I would have seen him leave a rusty handprint on the shutters of the building across the street. That was definitely something pretty creepy. Everyone always walk in packs at night. And stay safe. I will see you all next time.